everybody, my name is Puppetine from I Love Puppets, here today on the Extreme Movie Show. Yes!
Or the Extreme Puppet Show.
We could change the name, Takeover, because this is the Puppet Takeover for episode 12 of Kung Fu.
Kung Fu-y.
Yeah! And you know what? It's been a good show. This is the pre-season finale.
Yep.
The next episode is the season finale, but not this one. This one sets it up, and I'm ready to get into it. Of course, this is Froggy.
Yeah, and I want to point out, if you're wondering what the glowing is, Femi, that actually is because where I am. If you notice in the last episode review, I've been hiding over at the forge.
Oh, you're at the forge?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, it's a good thing we're...
How else do you think I get paid? I gotta forge my own money.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But anyway, we need to get straight to this recap. And it starts out with Xylan and Kerwin, the evil lovers they be, staring at the wall of weapons that they have. And Kerwin thinks, okay, we have them all. This is it. But no, Xylan explains that nope. They need to go to the forge, which is a location. They aren't exactly sure where it is, but she's going to find it. They have all 8 weapons, though, and they should be able to activate all their power once they find it.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
But, you know, it's quite quickly that she discovers the location of the forge. It's the silliest thing. Because Nikki and Henry feel secure in the fact that we need to look over this map, but we can find the location of the forge before she can, and that's our advantage. But nope, it seems that Xylan already has the location, and they will be heading there soon. But Nikki and Henry are just working, and they can't figure it out because the constellation they're using as a map it has an extra star that doesn't exist. But Henry assures her that they will find it out eventually. But from there, we get to see Nikki and Evan talking about Kerwin's ambitions in working with Xylan, what this means. And they realize his relationship with Russell Tan, Mr. Tan. And now she's worrying because why? Althea quickly tells her that her Popo is coming.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her Popo is her grandmother, not the police.
Well, that's good too.
yeah, I suppose so. But as it is about to be Althea's wedding, it's very important that she's there. But you know, we see Evan make a joke about how it'll go over better because she's not with he's not with Nikki. Apologies. And I guess Popo did not approve of Nikki dating a white guy. I suppose that's it. But with that, she quickly goes home where Althea is panicking.
Panic! Ah!
Popo's on her way.
Panic!
Yes! Run! Run! It's the end of the world! It's the end! But why? Because Popo's about to be there. And she's the only one cleaning. And she tries to get her to calm down, but it's not going well. But they have a script ready for the evening to make everything perfect for Popo. And they hide that Ryan is gay, of course, at Ryan's request. He wanted to do that. And they make no mention of the restaurant struggling or the fact that Nikki did not finish school. What was that?
I have no idea. It sounded like a guitar string.
Do you play the guitar?
No, but I'm out in the middle of the woods here with a forge.
Ah, maybe somebody out there plays the guitar.
Oh, I'm just glad I was in the banjo.
Worried about that?
Oh, wait, I'm not a pig. I'm good.
Okay. But anyway, Xylan and Kerwin are on their way. They're driving, and he asks some questions about about all of this, what exactly this means.
Mm-hmm.
But Xylan says that they have a quick stop they have to make first, no matter what. And his father actually calls and says, "Oh, well, you need to come home now and I'll forgive you." And Kerwin scoffs at that and saying that he doesn't need his forgiveness, that with Xylan, pretty much he's perfectly fine. And his father tries to warn him, saying that you shouldn't trust Xylan, but Kerwin will not hear of it. He loves this woman.
He does.
But we quickly meet Popo. She makes her entrance, and she's kind of complaining about everything as she comes in. I believe there is the stereotype of the mother.
The nagging grandma, yes.
She fits that completely. But she is a lovely older woman, as Rob would point out.
Yep.
And as she's going around, Althea goes quickly to try to please her, but then goes to get ready. But that's when Dennis and Ryan and Jen come back from paintball. Yeah. And Popo does not approve. You can see it on her face.
Yep.
But Jen, their father, is always there to keep the mood light, and refuses to let her disapproval ruin their evening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Dennis is coming in. He has a limp, and he seems to have hurt his foot, which Althea is now freaking out. But Popo approves of the boy because he speaks Mandarin quite well, and that is now her favorite person. That's when Althea comes down, though, in a traditional dress, wedding dress. And she quickly says that will not do, and makes her go upstairs and tears her dress to pieces. Dun, dun, dun. Henry quickly asks Nikki, calls Nikki as she's looking through her Popo's medicine. I believe she was asked to get something quickly for her. So that way, I think like an antacid. Because
either aspirin or antacid, something like that.
Yeah. But that's when she sees a photo in her stuff of Meiju, her aunt, and then of Popo as a young woman holding the sword. Dun, dun, dun. Could this mean that she is a warrior? That's what Nikki's thinking. And Nikki wants to ask her about it. But Ryan tells her, no, you got to leave this alone because Althea's wedding shouldn't be ruined. Evan, meanwhile, is looking through the files on Tan, Mr. Tan, that were intercepted by the DA. DA didn't want him on it, but the assistant says, oh, it's not your fault about the things that have happened. Go ahead and look. Wink. I can't actually wink, but the sentiment is there.
I get sort of wink.
Anyway, Xylan and Kerwin then arrive at a cemetery. It's where Xylan's parents are buried. And she reveals that the reason why her mother died was because of Russell Tan. He owned the factory that she worked at, and she got, not that she worked at, that he worked at, the father.
Yeah.
And the pollution from the factory made her sick, and thus made her sick as a baby with her spine condition, and killed her mother. And Kerwin tries to assure her, no, I'm not like my father. You don't have to worry about anything like this. And Xylan says that no, she has to do this for her mother, that she has to do it all to face, Froggy, Russell Tan, and she will remove every trace of Tan in the world by the time she's done. And he asks, does that mean me? Yes, it does. And Kerwin says that he's not going to fight her. And she says that she loves him but she's got to finish this. He's a liability, and that's all. And that's when, with a slash of her knife, he's gone. He's dead.
Yep.
The end. And it's really, it is. I mean, is it sad? He was a bad guy after all.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to be sad. But quickly we go over to dinner. Isn't this an about right over a meal?
Yeah, I want dinner too.
And Popo is going into to each of the children asking, oh, when are you getting married? How's the jobs and stuff? Oh, working's the most important thing. But quickly,
goes
Nikki,
Ryan. She was about to go ask Ryan.
Yeah. Where's the girl? There's a nice girl that'll marry you. But Nikki's done with it. And she says that this is all a lie. That she dropped out and she went to work in a monastery. Not work, but train.
It worked.
For 3 years. And Popo is not happy. And when Nikki brings up Meiju leaving, that she runs off. Then Mei Li goes after her daughter, and tells her that Meiju is dead. That all of this is because all the information wasn't shared out. But Nikki deserves this. Nikki is a great warrior, and she needs all the information.
Yep, she's the main star. She needs to know what's going on.
Yep, and Popo's not happy, but now she does see that she can give Nikki the chance that Meiji never had. Meiju.
Yeah, her name is Mrs. Popo.
Popo discusses her past. Starts 50 years before. Have a flashback of her young.
Not to be confused with Mr. Popo.
Oh, I'm not sure there is a Mr. Popo anymore.
Not in this world. In Dragon Ball Z, there is.
But a woman went to her and explained the sword's destiny and all of that. And that's when she was afraid of the sword's power back then. But she learns the name, and it turns out that it might be her Nikki's, what did they call her? Sifu's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so this destiny Popo ran from because she was afraid that it would take over her life, and she wanted a family. She wanted everything, and she wouldn't want anybody in her life to be burdened with it. So she ran. And when Meiju came up and wanted this information, she ran Meiju off because, well, she couldn't have her getting this, infecting her life with this.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki tells Popo about, what is it called?
The Beiju?
Not Beijing.
Not Beijing, but it's
Bayang, something like that.
Yeah, basically end of the world.
Yeah, and that's when Popo recognizes the symbols in Nikki's hand, being each for the 7 battles involving the weapons. I don't understand how there's the 7 when there's supposed to be 8, but the 8th point actually points out on the constellation the monastery, and the monastery is the forge all along. This is what we learn, and this is how it's going to go.
See, now I know where I am. Now you know where I am.
Yes, I do. How is the monastery this time of year?
It's in rumbles. It kind of suffered. There's still some girls here. Training and stuff. Resume.
Well, they actually repaired it quite well, and we find that out after Nikki is saying she has to go, and Althea understands, but Henry doesn't want her to go alone. And her mind, Shifu, tells her that she needs to follow her heart, and so she does take Henry along, even after telling him, no, you can't go because I love you. It's really soon to say that. they just got together last episode. But to say that this episode is kind of just rushing things.
Well, they've known each other for the past 5 episodes or so.
They've known each other since the first episode, but it's
yeah, it's around.
It's really soon, and I think that if they had had more time for this season, they should have fleshed it out more, and then the "I love you" could have been worth it. But anyway, they know what they have to do. They know where they're going, and that's where they're heading. As Evan is looking in the DA's office and gets the information, we finally get to see them head off. Plane ride. Whee! 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 And arriving, yes. And they go to the monastery, and even though she's happy he's there, she's also a little worried.
Mm-hmm.
They go ahead and they arrive where they see warriors. The monastery's in better shape than where it was left off.
Yep.
And she sees some of her old friends, and they're ready for the next attack if there's one. And Nikki explains there is one coming.
There's even a hot tub here now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I built it myself.
Oh, good job. But quickly, even though they're being shown a false wall that the fire revealed and the way to the forge, a gong is sounded. Why? Because there is an intruder.
Yes.
Xylan is there. She looks at Nikki and says that she's there for Bai Yang and for Nikki. And they have a lot to discuss. And that's where it ends. And next week is the season finale. This is coming to a close. And wow, man, I don't know exactly where it's going to head.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a really good show. I will say that.
Yeah,
I'm going to say
the next episode, yes.
Yes. Well, this was a fine episode, I think.
Yeah. Not next week, but next episode.
Yes, and I look forward to seeing it come to a close. I don't know what they'll do for season 2, but I'm guessing we're going to have more information next week that we can go off of on.
Quit saying next week. It's
that's right. Sorry, next time.
Yeah, next time.
And when we get to see it, we're going to be excited, and we're going to get the video out as soon as we can.
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody so much for watching here on the Extreme Movie Show. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you're looking for a place to subscribe and you want more of Puppetine and Froggy.
Yeah, if you want to see this cuddly face more.
Yes. Go to I Love Puppets. And you will be able to sub there too. Building up subs there. Also, make sure to like and comment. Let us know what you think of this show. We're enjoying it. How about you? Let's find out.
Yeah.
But until then, we want to say thank you one last time for Froggy and myself. And a quick and final bye.
Bye.
And as always, on this channel, we got to say it.
Yeah.
Stay
extreme.